Jack found a night elf tied up by a rope. It looks like it's already dead. But for safety, he still took out a dagger to protect himself. When he approached, he saw the night elf moving. He was completely happy. Suddenly, his feet were shaken. He was so scared that his feet were soft and collapsed on the ground. It turned out that the night elf was just tied up by a rope. He is still alive. Jack raised his dagger and wanted to kill the night elf. The poor night elf slowly closed his eyes. The kind-hearted Jack still couldn't do it. Then he turned around and left. The night elf, who wanted to be tied up, would starve to death here. He felt sorry and cut the rope with a dagger. Now the night elf is finally free. He was so scared that he starved to death. He turned around and left. But when he flew away, he was always bright. It seemed that he was hurt. Jack passed through a jungle and found black scales on the ground. Isn't this what the night elf left behind? It turned out that he was trapped in a cave and couldn't escape. He tried several times but couldn't fly out. Jack drew the overall outline of the night elf with a pen. He found that the wings on his left side were gone. This is why the night elf can't fly normally. Although he tried hard, he still fell to the ground. Suddenly, the fish in the water came out. He dug into the fish in the water. The fish was choked without eating. Jack knew that the night elf must be hungry, so he brought a fish with a shield. He searched everywhere but couldn't find the night elf. It turned out that he was hiding behind Jack. After a month, Jack said he came to deliver food, but the night elf was still very resistant. Jack had to leave the shield in his hand and then cut off the knife on the ground. The night elf finally knew that Jack was not malicious. He slowly approached and put down his guard. Then he opened his mouth and wanted to eat fish. "I have eaten fish." The night elf understood what he meant. The next second, he spit out the fish head. Then he looked at Jack quietly. He hinted that he should eat it quickly. Jack was moved and ate it. But after a bite, he found that it was not delicious. He said that he had eaten it. The night elf told him to eat it quickly. He had no choice but to swallow the fish. The night elf finally showed a long-awaited smile, but it didn't look like a smile. Jack got up and tried to touch his head. The night elf turned around and ran away. Maybe he still can't believe humans. He found a place and threw a flame. Then he lay down on it to sleep. Jack still wanted to touch his head. At this time, the night elf felt a little annoyed. In order not to be disturbed by Jack, he chose a unique way of sleeping. When he woke up, he saw Jack drawing. The night elf was very curious and came behind Jack. He found that he was the one who drew on the ground. Without saying a word, he picked up a branch. He also drew a mess on the ground. After a long time, he didn't know what he drew. Jack wanted to go up and see clearly. As a result, he stepped on the picture. The night elf was completely unhappy. Jack raised his feet and his face changed again. Then Jack walked through the picture in a rotating way. This time he finally came